how does your brain function? It works on association of numbers with quantities and operating on them, which is, let's say, addition, subtraction, multiplication, or whatever. Abacus is a way in which you convert these numbers into images.
Correct.
And the images are way more dynamic than the numbers itself, right? That is the whole point of why abacus is a thing. Now, the main point here is the reason why a lot of people don't fare very well in visualization techniques, for that matter. Even not only talking about SIP, I've been working with at least 5 organizations which are based in Japan, and they're way more problematic. They find way more problem than our students here to visualize, because they entirely are on that instrument, and the physical element takes over everything else, which actually is the whole point. Now, the reason is that when I'm reading a question, very simple, I think every abacus person would understand this. 14 plus 87. I visualize 14 as an image. I take 87. I try to convert that into an image and put it again. Agreed. Now, the issue is that in visualization techniques in individuals, what we don't do is, when we're adding a huge set of numbers, we work on take a number, visualize, take a number, visualize, take a number, visualize. And then you go all the way in, you get an image, and then you extract the number out of it. This hinders your understanding of intermediate numbers. I personally, after a certain while, after my GMC, I'm not going to say that this is something which you do before.
Yeah.
But after my GMC, I told myself that, hey, Bhanu, you're not going to visualize images anymore. You're very comfortable with them. So when you're very comfortable with them, the images obviously become easier when you have, see, this is like a crutch. If I do this, I'm carrying a crutch to walk. Now, if you want to run, you can't do that. So, to get you quicker there, the only way ahead was that, all right, Bhanu, forget now, because see, abacus learnings are good and they help me even today. But for you to explore the other sides of things, you say, okay, Bhanu, forget abacus. Now, what do you do? How do you do this? Let's ask questions. Okay, had you not known this, how do you go ahead? Now, see if you can build a hybrid model, because that is where the actual speed lies. The speed lies, because as you know, there is a certain limitation in the human brain also. When you read out intermediate results in your head and when you do your movements, there is a physical constraint. So the physical constraint, and to beat it, takes effort consciously to build a hybrid model around this. And to visualize, I would say, firstly, if you finished your courseware in abacus, I would say, forget it for a while, work on what you know, build a hybrid model. I think then the abacus will help you way more than what it is right now. Let's actually make it a little hard. 4012 square.
Correct.
Now we have 4012 square. Now what I can do definitely is to say that 4012 into 4, which becomes 16,048, 0000, 4012, 8024. I'll try visualizing all of these together and get to the answer, which practically is impossible for a human being. Let me be honest. Beyond 3 digits, beyond 4 digits, doing it at a pace is definitely not possible. Now the immediate next thing should be, how do I optimize this method? Is there a way? Now, my way was, all right, you write this 4012 multiplied by whatever in your school format. Now that's going to be 16,048, 00000, 04012, 08024. And now you see, for you to arrive at the first 2 digits, you don't need this information.
Correct.
The rest of the information. So, for me to arrive at the first 2 digits, I don't need the ending information at all.
Correct.
So, now I know that the information which I need is only in the first 2 multiplications of the first 2 digits to a certain capacity.
Correct.
Now this changes when it's not 4012, when this is 5742, whatever.
Correct.
Now, being able to consciously take a course and say that, hey, abacus is a tool through which I'll quickly compute.
Correct.
But the structural ways which I will solve this would change. So for the people who would probably think what's the answer, it's 1609744. And how do you do this is you write the things down and you say, hey, I'm going to optimize this method. And that is something which each and every single person would find. Someone who's comfortable in doing 3-digit additions will find slightly different optimization than someone who's comfortable in doing something else.